Horoscope for Leo, Thursday, 30 April 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. You feel that pressure in the air, Leo. It is like that tense calm that precedes a summer storm, where the heat becomes dense and the sky seems to weigh a little more than usual. It is not a tension you should fear, but one that invites you to recognize that something is in the process of transformation. Today, the cosmos presents you with an intriguing challenge. There is a necessary friction in the environment, a dance between the unstoppable strength of what must change and the sweetness of what tries to remain. You feel that there is an internal struggle between your desire to maintain control and that invisible drive that pushes you to let go of the reins. However, do not be overwhelmed by intensity. Even if the sky feels charged, there are threads of silk, of subtle harmony, which sustain you. It is a day to navigate the high waves with the wisdom of those who know that, after the storm, the air always comes out cleaner. That vibrant energy that runs through the universe manifests itself in you as a pulse of pure vitality. Although today you do not feel that there are planets moving your innermost structures, your own essence, that lion nature, is imposed with a natural force. It's as if, despite the external tension, your presence was an immutable beacon. You feel present, with a physical disposition that asks you to take your place in the world, with your forehead high and chest open. It is an energy of endurance and self-gloss. Even if the outside world seems agitated, your body tells you that you have the strength to sustain your own center, like a tree whose roots are deep and do not waver before the wind. Taking this energy to the professional terrain and your resources, the panorama becomes fascinating and, at the same time, somewhat electric. With the Sun and Uranus inhabiting your area of realization and success, you could experience a spark of genius or an unexpected surprise in your career. Imagine that you are reviewing a routine project on your computer, and suddenly a disruptive idea, almost like lightning, crosses your mind, forcing you to rethink a whole strategy. It's an energy of change, of breaking molds. However, the presence of the Sun in quadrature with Pluto warns you that this impulse of innovation should not be impulsive or destructive. There is a latent power struggle. You may feel the pressure of a superior or the need to transform your own authority. It is time to negotiate with cunning, not impose, but transform from intelligence. As for your finances, Virgo's influence on your resource area calls for a clinical eye. It's not a time of great emotional risks, but a time to review that little ant expense that you hadn't noticed or to organize your accounts with the precision of a surgeon. Pisces energy in your shared resource zone suggests that you be cautious with loans or investments that seem too magical or unclear. Keep your feet on the ground while your mind dreams of big changes. If we look now at your day-to-day and your habits, the cosmos asks for an iron structure, but with a kind heart. With Capricorn setting the pace of your routine, life is asking for order and discipline. It's not about being severe with yourself, but about creating a haven of predictability in the midst of chaos. You might feel the need to organize that kitchen drawer that has been ignored for months, or set an unmovable hour to turn off your mobile and disconnect. It's a period of preventive maintenance. Saturn's energy reminds you that constancy is your best ally. If you feel that the burden of daily tasks exhausts you, try to divide that overwhelming big project into 3 simple steps. Don't look for perfection, look for structure. Like when you clean your desk and feel that immediate relief when you see the clear space. This is how your health will benefit from small victories of order and discipline. If we enter the world of your affections and ties, the intensity increases. This is where the transformation becomes meat. With Pluto in your partner or partner relationship area, you might feel that certain links are going through a fire test. It's that deep conversation, maybe a little awkward, that happens in front of a cup of coffee and that forces you to look at the shadows of the relationship. Do not run away from intensity. It is an opportunity to heal. On the other hand, the presence of Venus in your area of friendships and social groups offers you a balm of sweetness. You could get an unexpected WhatsApp message from someone you haven't seen in a while. A message that makes you smile and reminds you that, despite the tensions, the human connection is your safety net. However, the moon in opposition to Mercury could bring you small misunderstandings. Perhaps you read a tone of coldness in a message that was really just rushing. Don't jump to conclusions. The key today is empathic communication, allowing the warmth of Venus to soften Pluto's intensity. On the plane of your intellectual growth and your mental expansion, you find yourself in a moment of amazing, almost mystical depth. Your mind is a vast ocean and sometimes a bit turbulent. With so many planets like Mercury, Mars, Saturn, and Neptune operating in your area of higher knowledge and philosophy, your learning ability is immense, but your concentration can be elusive. It's like you're trying to tune in a radio in the middle of an electrical storm. There's a lot of information, a lot of intuition, but finding the clear frequency requires effort. You could have a sudden revelation as you shower or walk through the park, an idea that seems to come from another plane. But the tension of the moon with Jupiter could cause you to get lost in unpractical fantasies. It's not that you don't understand what you're studying or reading. It's that your mind is trying to integrate too many levels of reality at once. Take advantage of Neptune's energy to rely on your intuition, but use Saturn's discipline to land those ideas on something concrete. Don't just dream about knowledge, find a way to apply it. If you feel today that you need to do a ritual to manage this tension you perceive in the environment, I propose a small act of alchemy of tension to release the load. Get a piece of paper and a pen. Write with complete honesty everything that is irritating you today. That email that left a knot in your stomach, that little argument, or that concern for the future. Once you've dumped it on paper, visualize how a pure white light disintegrates those words, dissolving the emotional burden. Break the paper into very small pieces, almost as if it were dust, and throw it away in the trash, symbolizing that energy no longer has power over you. To finish, wash your hands with fresh water and some soap, imagining that the water takes away any residue of that irritation, leaving your skin and spirit clean and renewed. To accompany your energy during the day, I propose the light blue color. You don't need to buy anything new. Maybe it's the detail of a mobile cover, a notebook, or even a wallpaper on your computer. Blue acts as a balm for the mind, helping you find the calm and clarity in the midst of the mental turmoil you might experience today. If you have something of this color nearby, use it as a visual anchor. Every time you look at it, take a deep breath and remember that you are the captain of your own calm. Remember that the most important thing is not the object itself, but the intention of serenity that you place in it. Today, you will discover that your true strength lies not in avoiding the storm, but in learning to navigate it with elegance. You will be able to transform each challenge into a step towards your own mastery. Trust your light, because even in the days of greatest tension, your brightness is inexhaustible. Have a nice day, dear Leo. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.